Today we're going to be reviewing Marvel's Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine, played by Wesley Snipes, the original Blade actor from the early movies before MCU was MCU. He, of course, appeared in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and everyone went nuts when Wesley Snipes walked out on screen. And it is so cool that they made this figure for that movie, even though his appearance was rather brief. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. There's a picture of the figure up close, the other collection here, another headshot right there. Here he is outside of the packaging. So what all does he come with? He's got an extra head, different expressions, kind of got a smirk here compared to the stoic standard one that comes on the body. He's got two pairs of sunglasses that are removable. Not sure why we would need two as opposed to just one, but okay. We've got a second set of hands. This one so he can hold his gun or his machete. This one, no, actually this one has the trigger finger, so I guess this would be the gun hand, and this would be the machete hand. Here's the gun that comes with it. Pretty nice high-tech little gun there. And then you've got his little machete. So right off the bat, and I know he looked like this in the movie and did not wear his iconic trench coat, but I wish they included a trench coat. That's kind of part of his iconic look from the 3 movies that came out with Wesley Snipes. He does take the jacket off to fight at times, but I feel like he needs to have the option of wearing the jacket. Maybe they thought, well, Gambit's got his brown trench coat, so we don't need 2 guys on that team with similar trench coats. I don't know. So that's one big complaint already. I know a lot of customizers are adding various sorts of jackets that are looking pretty good, so I may do the same thing. The other thing I will say is we get this little machete, but we don't have the full blade sword that he had in the old movies. I wish they gave him a bigger sword. That would have been more iconic to what we know and love about the original Blade. Okay, so let's look at his articulation. Head goes down quite a bit. Back, not bad. Swivel side to side. Actually, really good head articulation. I will say, now that I'm playing with his head articulation, his neck seems a little too long in my opinion. Maybe because I want to show some of the tattoo work here. I'm not sure. Head sculpt, good likeness. Looks just like Wesley Snipes in my opinion. He's got the little gray here because he is a little bit older now, as well as on his goatee. Okay, so this, I think this piece is going to be the most restrictive. Yeah, you don't get much movement from the ab crunch here. I guess the way they designed the armor to look more seamless. Okay, butterfly, he's got a butterfly. Surprisingly loose and are very much able to move it in any which way. So surprisingly good articulation, almost like playing with a Spider-Man figure. It goes back pretty good. Bicep swivel, and of course the double elbow joint. That's fine. Wrists. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, pretty good wrist motion. You do get it's a little restricted by his belt, but you do get the waist swivel. Okay, the other thing I'll say is the waist. The belt sits kind of high on the waist. I mean, it's a separate piece, so you can kind of maneuver it, sort of, but then the way this is measured kind of pushes it back up. So I don't know if I love that it sits so high. I feel like it should sit right on that section to look less goofy, like right about there. But again, this is causing it to go back up. I like the fingerless glove look, nice and tactical. I like the touches of the red on his armor. Black and red is iconically Blade's colors. He's got full pants as opposed to boots that cover the pants. That's a nice distinction, make him a little less armored and superhero looking and a little bit more tactical that way, I think. Here's the back. Oh, that's cool. You have a little holder for his blade here. There you go. That's a nice look. And we will try it with his sunglasses. See how he looks here. Okay, these are always finicky because they're so small. Okay, that sits pretty well, let's say. Nice look there. All right, here he is with the other head, alternative head. I like this head better because that smirk just really kind of captures Wesley Snipes' personality portraying Blade. Kind of snarky, kind of a cocky character with attitude. So I like that. Here are the hands switched out, so you see he's holding the gun with his trigger finger. That's a nice touch. They fit very snugly. And here's the little machete. Again, wishing he had a coat and a longer sword, but let's compare him to the old Blade figure as well. Here he is next to the old Blade figures. On the left, I have Blade with his jacket on, and I believe I replaced that sword with a different sword. On the right, you have essentially the same figure without the jacket, just for comparison. I do think the old figure holds up pretty well as far as that head sculpt. That's a pretty good young Wesley Snipes. And obviously that old Marvel Legends design with the ball joints here for the legs and kind of some of the wonky elbow and wrist joints. That's going to make it hard to compare with the new technology, new designs of the Marvel Legends, as we see here with our new Wesley Snipes Blade figure. But I think it's a nice addition to the collection, and now you can display the new Wesley Snipes in your MCU or your Deadpool displays or your street level heroes together, depending on how your collection looks. I like having the old Blade as well. I don't think it's a replacement. I think it's a nice addition. But overall, pretty good figure. Glad to have them. Really loved the movie, so I'm glad to have representation of all the different cameos from all the different heroes that showed up. But let me know what you think. Is this a nice addition? Do you prefer the old Blade figure if you got it? Or are we happy with this new Wesley Snipes Blade figure? Here's one look I'm going for with the glasses on, the smirky face, borrowing the sword from my other Blade figure, and a jacket that probably not a lot of people have. Got a little windblown action, which makes it a little bit more dramatic. It's a pretty good look. Kind of missing collar. That's the only thing about this jacket. Here's another option with the more common coat that comes with Nick Fury, some of the Punisher figures. This Phantom Max, I mean, this jacket, Gambit, is used pretty commonly with a lot of characters from Marvel Legends that require a jacket. But this is what I was talking about, the collar. The big collar, I think, creates a more dramatic goth vampire kind of look. So I think this is the one that's probably going to work the best. So this is how I'm displaying this new Blade.